correction of the postal code exercise. So go on Wikipedia and select the edit button to retrieve the raw data from the postal code. Copy everything and click the red button so you don't leave the page. Check out so people can keep reading and editing it on Wikipedia if needed. Create a new project using data in your clipboard. Paste the data, click next. So here you need to load the data not as a RDF file but as a line-based text. And actually we can tell Refine immediately to discard the first seven rows. Rename your project postal code. So the first things we will do is we remove all the lines that does not interest us. So for example, all the lines starting with a colon. So create a custom text facet. Value start with a colon. Okay. I select all the true and I remove all matching rows. Now I want to make sure that all my value here start with a quote. So I will change my expression, start with, it's hard to see here, but it actually starts with 3 single quotes. So does it start with a single quote? Still have 3 left that doesn't start with a single quote. I also want to remove those 3 quotes. Okay, so now I'm left only with actual line containing postal code. Now I will split those content based on the BR sign. I will limit to the to as many records as we want. So it create total of 5 columns, one with our postal code clean. So if I create a facet by text length and see they all have the same text length, so they all have 9, so they're all exactly the same format. Then column with city with different areas. So we look at the first column and first clean it with all the resize information. To do that, we will use a replace function. I want really to remove everything like this. Because there is a single quote, I will need to use double quote, and I replace all those by empty string. Start to look better. I will also do the same at, oh, so it looks like I'm going too far away because my entry here doesn't delete everything. So like that looks better. And now I will also replace everything, all my close curly brackets, and do the same with square brackets. So open and close. Or if you want to see it clearer, I will just put, so you can put your expression in different line to make it more readable. Refine still understand it, so I remove all my resize, my curly bracket, my square bracket. I can create text facet, realize that I've got 78 that are not assigned. Still no point keeping them in my project. And now I see I have like some pipe that are used in Wikipedia syntax to create links. So when there is a pipe, we just want to keep the first part of the string. So I will create a transform. I will split it on the pipe and keep the first section. So now we realize that, for example, for Central Toronto, we have multiple postal code, and our column 3 provides us like more details on what we have available. So what we do is we will add information from the column 3. So what we'll do first is clean it, and we're using our replace function we used before. I will remove all the specific characters and even directly split on the pipe to keep the first characters. So for the fifth, I've got errors because information are blank. But like for example, I got a pipe with the first one, and I just remove my Parkway East information and just keep what I want. And what I do is I will join column 1.2 and 1.3 as one single string. File space, and I'm calling the data from the column 1, 3. Finally, just to make things clean, I see at some places I have an opening parenthesis that does not close. Create a filter. So does my value have a parenthesis? Does my value and have a closed parenthesis? So here I want all that have an open but doesn't have a closed parenthesis, and we just add the closed parenthesis at the end, only for the value that, only for the cells that are missing. So of course no one match my criteria anymore. And now I have a list of rather unique area name. If I do duplicate facet, I have only 2 duplicate for Scarborough, Ontario, Woburn, and Central Toronto, Davisville Village. We'll leave it that way. Data is clean enough for what we want to do. So last things I do is I remove my column 1, 4, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5. I will rename this one area, this one postal code, and I will remove all the quote around the postal code. So we said it was single quote at the beginning of our project. So here we remove all the single quote, try nothing. And here you have, your project is now clean.